Hello beautiful people, hope you're all doing well. So today's video is going to be different. I'll be showing you how to prepare a very easy recipe of bolognese spaghetti. I hope you enjoy it, and please, if you do, remember to like and comment. Thanks for watching. So as you can see on the table, I have all my ingredients. As you can see, I have my minced beef, my brown spaghetti, onions, olive oil, tomato paste, some several spices. I have laurel, I have rosemary, I have curry, I have soy sauce, I have black pepper, garlic, cayenne, sweet red pepper. And make sure that you have your pot ready with water and let it sit down for some few minutes until it gets to boil. As you can see here, my water is already boiled, and I'm going to put in the spaghetti. Is it to put in? I'm not sure. Whatever. As you know, I'm not a professional. I'm just only showing you how I prepare my bolognese spaghetti. So I make sure I don't put the whole packet, because of course it's just only food for 2 people, and maybe I need to make a meal for 2 days, and that's it. As you might have noticed, I like putting my spaghetti as a whole. I just don't like cutting them. That's how I like it. And I'm just going only to turn and cover the pot and leave it for some few minutes to boil. As my spaghetti is being done, I'm just trying to clean up the kitchen and the stuff that I've used, just to make sure the environment is clean and easy for me to work without having a lot of things inside the sink. So I usually leave my spaghetti like for 10 to 15 minutes because I don't like my spaghetti overdone. No, I just like them well done, like on the point. So as you can see, what I'm going to do is to stir the spaghetti, because I don't want my spaghetti to get stuck inside the pot, like to get burnt or whatever. And after that, I'm going to lower the fire to 7, but even you can lower it down to that. It depends on how you cook or how attentive you are to your food. As you can see, now I want to start preparing the minced beef. So that is olive oil that I'm pouring on inside the pot. I like using olive oil because I believe it's healthy, but you can use any other type of oil that you want. I first make sure that the oil is hot before I put in onions to cook, and now it is hot, so I'm going to put the onions. So after putting all the onions, I stir and make sure that they are well distributed inside the pot, and I'll let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes because I like my onions well cooked and brown in color. So as you can see, my onions, they are very well cooked to the point that I like. And now, without wasting time, the next thing I'm going to do is to put in the minced beef meat. I always make sure I distribute very well inside the pot, just for the meat to be cooked very well, because I like cooking my meat very well to bring out the juice in it. So after making sure that I've stirred the meat very well, the next thing I'm going to do is to put 2 leaves of laurel. It's very nice. It gives flavor to the food, and I like using it so much. Like, I'm a spicy lover, and no, I'm not supposed even to be taking a lot of spices, but I just can't stop. So I like my food tasting very well, spicy. the way to win a man's heart is to make sure that your kitchen skills, they are on top. So after cooking my spaghetti for about 10 to 20 minutes for it, because these are brown spaghetti, it takes long to cook. Now they're done. The next thing I'm going to do is use a food strainer or colander if you have in your house to drain away the water, because the more you leave the spaghetti inside, the water is like, the water is soaking in, and that's not good because it's going to be overdone since the water is hot. So make sure you drain the water away completely. So you can have a closer look to see how my spaghetti looks so delicious, well done, not overcooked. And I'm going to set them one side because I'm still preparing my minced beef meat, and as you can see, it looks so nice. And who is hungry? Because I am. Okay, I am. So after stirring the meat, I'm going to add the spices, that is garlic. I don't like, my husband doesn't like a lot of garlic, not even, he doesn't like garlic, but I like to just give it taste. Then I'm adding 2 black pepper, and I have curry, I don't know. With my Spanish, I get so confused, guys, so confused. The next thing I have is cayenne, that is it's like what, hot chili, yeah, hot chili if I'm not wrong. Then I have the sweet red pepper, claro, pimiento dulce. They're all written in Spanish because of course I live in Spain, so what you expect. And then the next thing I'll have is my rosemary, just a little bit. I like rosemary. Who doesn't like rosemary? Who doesn't like rosemary anyways? And then I have soy sauce too. And I think the last thing I'll add will be the Maggi. I don't know, in my country we call them Ryko, and Irelandia people call them Maggi. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 of them. So after that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I have to be careful because at times I put a lot of salt, seriously, and I don't know why. So after that, I'm going to stir everything together, just to let the flavor get in. Cook that meat very well, and then I'll leave it to sit for maybe another 10 to 20 minutes because I like my meat well cooked, like I said before. Yeah. So after cooking the minced beef for 20 minutes, as you can see, it looks so good. It's cooked already. I'm just trying to stir everything in together. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to add the tomato paste. Only 1 packet is enough. At times I go for 2, but this time around 1 was enough for me because I was not doing a lot of spaghetti. So the next thing I'm going to do is to put the tomato paste. As you can see, I'm just only using 1 packet. It's enough. You don't need to put a lot. Yeah, and make sure you use it very well like I'm doing. So make sure you mix everything together. That's very important so that everything gets flavor. After mixing everything together, you can close the pot and leave it to cook for almost like 5 minutes. Remember, it's very important to mix your food together or stir as you're still cooking in between the 5 minutes, because if not, it can get burnt, especially when you're using tomato paste. And the most important thing is that you have to make sure your fire is low. And this is the close look of how it looks like. So yummy. I'm becoming a real chef. after the 5 minutes, you can see everything is very well cooked. It looks so juicy, so yummy. So the next thing we're going to do right now is mix the spaghetti with the minced beef. And I guess I did a lot of spaghetti, so what I'm going to do is to remove some of the spaghetti because it's just a lot, like just a lot. After removing some of the spaghettis, as you can see right now, I have reasonable amount of spaghetti. So what I'm doing is mixing everything together using 2 wooden spoons that I like because they help me a lot. Make sure you mix very well so that the meat can be distributed very well too. Make sure you don't have one spaghetti and the other part only beef. Now that doesn't look good. So make sure you mix very well so that everything comes out looking good. After mixing everything very well together, I have already served the food is on the table with a cup of red wine ready to eat, and on top of my bolognese spaghetti I have mozzarella cheese. That's very important. I'm not a professional, neither am I a top chef, just sharing my easy recipe of bolognese spaghetti. And if you love the video, please remember to give me a thumbs up and comment and subscribe. Please keep showing your girl love, and thanks for watching. Love you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye.